I stayed at the Days Inn, the lights were just too dim. So I took the lamp off, the top off the lamp, and it just brightened up, and I was able to put my rouge on. So I decided to take that lamp with me to the next hotel when I moved to this. I also gave him a credit card that was unchargeable.
Are we outside of the statute of limitations?
Yes, I'm 47. That happened when I was like, wait, I might not be outside of statute of limitations.
Love it or leave it.
Move over, Taylor Swift. There's only one TS I care about, and she's here tonight. Please put your hands together for the one, the only, TS Madison.
North Carolina, y'all make some noise in here! Oh my God!
Good to see you.
Come
on.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
No, y'all ain't making enough noise. Make some noise in this motherfucker for me. Oh! I came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia.
From Atlanta. From
Atlanta, Georgia. You know, they ain't doing shit down there, girl. If I sit here, they wouldn't see up under my dress, would they?
That's really up to you.
Oh. I mean, can I tell you the last time that I was in North Carolina, right? Okay, it was a long time ago. That's not the last time. Okay, I just want to tell y'all, I've been drinking that wine back there.
Good. I think that's good.
What is it called? What is it? You don't know? It's a red Cabernet. Honey. So the last time, okay, one of the times I was here, one of the times I was here, right, I stayed at the Days Inn. Okay, honey, I didn't have as much money as I do now, but I stayed at a Days Inn. And so when I stayed at the Days Inn, I kind of like was trying to get dressed in the mirror, and the lights were just too dim. So I took the lamp off, the top off the lamp, and it just brightened up, and I was able to put my rouge on, my foundation, my eyelashes, whatever. So I decided to take that lamp with me to the next hotel when I moved to this.
Smart.
Well, North Carolina let me know, honey, that, sweetheart, as long as we have your credit card on file, we will be charging you for that lamp that you lifted up out of here. And what was so terrible about it, I didn't even remember that I did it, you know, because I also gave him a credit card that was unchargeable.
Are we outside of the statute of limitations?
Yes, I'm 47. That happened when I was like 20. Wait, I might not be outside of statute of limitations. But I gotta tell y'all what happened, right? And then we're gonna do our game, I'm sorry. So what happened was, when I got to the next hotel, I was gonna try to stay at another Days Inn. They said, oh ma'am, sweetie, you have stolen property in your car, and you can't stay at this Days Inn anymore. So I ended up having to, pay for the lamp. Like, the lamp was so cheap, and they charged me like $200-300 for the lamp. Right, And then I was able to stay at Days Inn again.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah! Y'all, I'm high as hell. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. So, how's your pride?
Well, I love, Pride is amazing. Pride is to be celebrated 365 days a year, And so I just partnered up with House of Love Cocktails, because you guys know that I am a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. And so I just partnered up with House of Love Cocktails, and July 1st, they're doing a petition where it's called Still Gay Day. Still Gay Day. And it's going to try to extend Pride for 365 days a year, because everybody should be proud to be exactly who they are. Everybody. Pride is about being loud, live, and in color, and it don't get no more loud, no more live, and no more in color than this, darling.
It doesn't.
I got to do that 365.
So
he has cue cards for me. Wait, let's see.
Recently.
Yes.
You talked to IndieWire about wanting to see trans superheroes.
Yes.
And trans villains.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite trans villain, real or fictional?
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch.
It's Ursula is what? I didn't know why I loved Ursula. When I was a little boy, I fucking loved Ursula.
Was it her tentacles?
Yes, perhaps it was. But I think because, well, I think Ursula knew I was gay before I did.
Of course, darling, of course.
You know?
Yes. And then, she was a fish, You know, we love fish.
And misunderstood.
So here's the thing. I think that Ursula is like the greatest Disney villain, and I'm hoping that they create a backstory on her, like they did Maleficent's backstory.
Yeah.
And so I would love to see the backstory on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because who knows what's going on down there? He's a very patriarchal father. It's a royal system. Just once at the end of one of these Disney movies, I would like the stories leading to like the prince and the princess are gonna kiss and be happily ever after. But right before they kiss, a group of people with pitchforks come in and kill them and say, we're a democracy and we're gonna have a fucking election. Like they don't get to live in the castle anymore. This man doesn't get to go from house to house putting shoes on people's feet. That's no way to run a fucking bake sale. You know? Like, what are we doing here? Like, her only hope is that a guy likes her fucking feet? And that's one of the good ones.
Wait a minute, hold on, John. I'm into feet. If you got a pretty big toe, I may write you a check.
But my point being, and I think that that's a beautiful thing, and, don't want to yuck your yum at all.
Are you not into feet? You're not into feet?
I would say that I am sort of feet, they're there. I don't hate them, I don't love them. They're just part of the body,
No, the feet can be so
What?
Is it orgasmic? Right?
If that's the word you want.
Yeah, that. If you put a foot, like, right under your nose, like this.
Sure.
And you just absorb all of that. Can I get a towel?
Here's the beauty of this show. It contains multitudes. We'll get into the challenges of voter turnout in rural parts of the South.
Right.
And then we'll do feet stuff for a while. And that's the beauty of it.
Yes.
And that's what I miss most. Madison.
Yes.
We here at the Pod are currently raising $100,000 through our Crooked Pride or Else Fund to support organizations fighting in states where conservatives are banning gender-affirming care and targeting trans youth. If you're listening to this at home, you can go to crooked.com/Pride Fund right now to donate to these amazing groups, which includes Equality North Carolina. Equality North Carolina is dedicated to protecting the LGBT community. And so it's important for all of us, queer and heterosexual alike, to understand that we are part of history. And as students of queer history, or at least someone who had the Stonewall reader covered in dust on my nightstand for a while, we want to use the opportunity to catch up on the recent scuttlebutt in a segment we're calling 407 Queers Ago.
Okay, come on. Oh, I look good up there, damn it.
Yeah.
407 queers ago.
I feel as though your statue is good and my head is too high up. My neck looks weird.
Well, are you getting any complaints about your head?
You can't even look at me. You can't even look at me because of how you fucked that up. No complaints. No complaints. Is that what you were looking for?
Yes, that's what I was looking for, yes.
So here's how this works. We are going to go through... That's so fun. Have you received any complaints about your head? That's not how it goes.
Yes,
That's
I want to
not the
know.
bit.
Has anybody went to HR about your head?
Moving forward.
Okay.
Here's how this works. We're going to rate very recent moments in queer history on a scale from 1 to 8. 1 being the least to 8 being the most historic. Because 8 is the gayest number.
8 is the gayest number?
Yes.
8 is a safe number. I like 8.
You like 8. Are you ready?
I am.
First up.
Is it going to go here?
Yeah.
Oh, I can
Maybe.
see.
Oh, yes. First up, June 10th, 2024, leaked audio of Martha Ann Alito, wife of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito, hit the internet. Here she describes a flag she wants to fly as a protest against the pride flag.
I made a flag in my head. This is how I satisfy myself. I made a flag, it's white, and it's yellow and orange flames around it, and in the middle is the word vergogna. Vergogna in Italian means shame. Vergogna, Vergogna, vergogna. Shame, shame, shame on you. You know, anyway.
I just for...
I've always wanted a Vergonia.
Yeah.
Well, if something's wrong with her Vergonia, that's why it's in her mind.
Yeah. So what would you rank it? 1 to 8. How historic is it?
Oh, it's like a 5.
Yeah, I think it's a 5.
Listen, I'll forget about a Vergonia by the time I leave here, honey. The alcohol is going to be 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you give it?
I think 5's good.
Yeah,
I think 5's good.
Yeah.
May 29th, 2024. Pope Francis apologizes for using an Italian slur against gay men when asked whether the church should admit said gay men in a private meeting with Italian bishops.
Wait, there are gay men in private meetings with bishops?
I think there's a fair number, which is I think what the Pope was commenting on. And I know this is not the word, and I'm sorry, but ever since I can only imagine the Pope going, "Fagaccini."
Yes!
And I know that's not right, but...
Fagaccini, Vergogna.
And then they're like, hey, we're serving a little too much faggoccini Alfredo at the fucking
Fagaccini
Vatican.
Alfredo.
And I know he's not even Italian, he's Argentinian, but still, it's faggoccini Alfredo. That doesn't
Fagaccini
mean
Alfredo
anything.
with a side of Vergogna.
And then he apologized, but he used the slur again. And he said, there's an air of Fagaccini in the Vatican. I guess the word is Fagaccini.
Fagaccini.
What do you think? Pope saying that?
Well, I mean, of course that's going to be somewhere near an 8 because it's the Pope.
It is the Pope.
I think it's a 7 because that's the Pope saying that. You know,
the Pope.
The Pope.
He's the friggin' a Pope.
Yeah. Fagaccini, Vergogna, Fagaccini. Spaghetti.
I'm getting hungry.
Well, that lady has some good Vergogna over there, honey. They serve it fried or baked at the orange peel. Bartender, can you give me that fried Vergogna from back there, please? And give me a side of Fagaccini sauce, goddammit.
Next up, on June 16th, Eddie Redmayne did this performance of Willkommen from Cabaret.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Friend, étranger, stranger, glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you, bleib, rest, stay.
I think it's
That's
cool.
right. Arret. Does that mean stop? Arret. It does? Arret. Honey, I got a visa. Wait a minute. A passport. Wait a minute. I got a visa too.
Maybe a visa too.
So I want to tell y'all a quick thing. Like I had a... No, I didn't do anything. I just, in my mind, I did. I used to think that he was so cute. And then he did the
Danish girl?
The Danish girl. And I was like, why are you taking all of the jobs from the girls? Let the real trans girls have the job. You just be supporting cats.
I think he's, yeah. I think in this, what I thought when I saw it is, he's making a big choice. And the choice is to play Cabaret as if you're in Act 3 of Steven Spielberg's AI, you know? Like, well, he's like, it's like vaguely like puppet-like.
And he's a Fagaccini.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that, is he straight?
I couldn't possibly be. I don't know what he is publicly, but I don't know what Eddie Redmayne is. I know that what I just watched was not straight. I don't know what he says on the fucking census forms, but I just saw that. And like I don't care what I was like, that wasn't straight.
Would you bone him?
Yeah. Eddie Redmayne? I'm a yes on Eddie Redmayne. Yeah.
I would. And then I saw him and the Danish girl, and he's a convertible, and I like convertibles. You caught that, didn't you?
Let me ask you this: you get a text from Eddie Redmayne,
Uh-huh.
and he says, "I'm such a huge fan.
Ooh.
And I would love if you would be my date to the premiere of The Danish Girl." I think you're going.
I would say I would love to ride your convertible. I mean, in your convertible. So nobody knows what a convertible is? Nobody? There's a hard top and then there's a convertible. There's two types of men. There's hard tops and convertibles. Some call them turtles. Would you consider yourself a convertible or a hard top?
So I think we're gonna I'm gonna give this a 2.
You're gonna give it a 2?
Well, I just don't think it's that historic. It's interesting.
So we're not gonna remember that.
I think some people will.
I
think he will.
I remember the convertible. Obviously, they didn't watch The Danish Girl to get the tea.
May 24th, 2024, National Park Service reverses their ban on park employees wearing their Park Service uniforms in the Pride Parade. So now the Park Service people can wear their uniform when they're marching. That's nice.
Yes. Now we would give that an 8.
That is an 8. I would say.
That's an 8.
I would say being a park ranger is an inherently queer act. On some level.
Well, because there's a lot of queers in the park.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You've never been to Piedmont Park? Why does everything have to be so sexual with me? Oh my God. I've been asking God for the longest to just take that spirit off of me. I'm like, God, I've had enough. I've had enough.
Have you?
No.
You're a sexual being.
I am. I'm a Libra.
Oh.
Any Libras in the house? I'm actually a Libra Scorpio. October 22nd, baby.
What does that mean?
Well, that means I'm on the cusp. I like to get in the middle.
You've done it again.
I did?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of 2 zodiac signs.
It's beautiful.
Libra, Scorpio, magic.
Well,
what's your sign?
I'm a Leo, and so as Louis Vertel would say, I'm gay for attention.
Oh. Not for pay?
Well, if... it's an abstract idea. Let's talk numbers. Are we negotiating?
Well, Project 2025 is coming to clear all of that stuff out, and I'm so afraid for all the secular sex workers. I'm afraid for black people. I'm afraid for straight people. I'm afraid for women. I'm afraid for everybody. This Project 2025 situation is very scary.
I think it's a good place to leave it because I do, look, we're joking, but if you look at that 2025 document, it's very clear that what it wants to do is find ways to use every lever of power at their disposal to make life more difficult for anyone that doesn't look like them or think like them or act like them, and that will begin with trans people, will begin with women seeking reproductive care, but it obviously won't end there. And it is Pride, and my view, I don't want us to dwell in this month on all the bad that could happen. I think part of what Pride should always be about is not just about the bad things we're stopping or the desire to be tolerated, but the good and the beauty and the benefits of having LGBT people in the world. That trans people are beautiful, not just because they deserve equal rights, but because they show us something about what it means to not be trans. Yeah. And I think that to me is what this month is about. But at this moment, with just months to go, there are organizations like Equality North Carolina and others that are on the ground doing the hard work to protect people and do everything they can no matter what happens. And so please go to crooked.com/Pride Fund and donate this Pride to support these organizations. T.S. Madison, thank you so much.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank you.